Hey guys, how's it going? So today I am going to do a first impression let's play review of a game called Hellsinger. Even though the music is very good in this game, let's turn the music down a little bit just so that it's not too overpowering. So this is going to be a regular Let's Play review where I play the game for an hour or more until I am satisfied that I can give you my opinion on the game. If you are in a hurry, then you can simply skip to the last 10 minutes or so of the video, where I will give you my quick, concise, final opinion on the game. Otherwise, if you're not in a hurry, you can just stay tuned and I will be playing the game for the next hour or so, and I will be giving you my opinion on the game as we play through the game. And hopefully by the end of today's video we can decide whether or not the game is worth $30. Now, you might be asking, why am I reviewing a game that is over a year old? Well, because I review what I want, and secondly, because they recently released some new content, I guess you can call it, for the game, which is Dusk, like there's another game, by the way, I'm just alt-tabbing. Unfortunately, one of the things that is an issue with this game is the fact that when you alt-tab, the game loses focus, and that results in you basically losing sound, and the game isn't rendered anymore. So that's obviously an issue that they need to work on. It's not nice when a game loses focus like this, because then you lose audio and all of that kind of stuff. So let me just pull something up here very quickly. We do that, and then we do that. So this is the reason why I'm reviewing the game today. I have had the game. The developer sent me a code like long ago actually, but I never got around to reviewing the game. And because I do have a backlog of games, and the reason why it popped up on my radar again is because they now did a kind of a crossover with Dusk. And I actually did play Dusk long ago. It's actually a very old game. And Dusk had some good music in it actually as well. And so they added a whole bunch of new music. And I don't know if they added anything else. It might just be the music that they added. But yeah, they added some music from Dusk. And Dusk is actually a game that I have played. So this is why the game popped up on my radar again. So yeah, today we are going to check out the game. Even though the game is more than a year old, it has been on my backlog for a while. So I think it's about time that I check out this game today. New songs, and I don't know what else is new in the game. There's also some DLC that wasn't released when the game came out, so I do have those DLCs as well. Dream of the Beast, and then also Essential Hits. I have all of those DLCs, and they're apparently planning more in the future, even though that might just be a placeholder. But yeah, we're gonna check out the game today. So as always, we first check out the gameplay settings, and I don't really see any real issues. There's no option to keep VSync enabled whilst also having your frame rate at a specific level. So we might see some tearing. So I'm capping the FPS to 60. My monitor's refresh rate is 60, even though my desktop, well, my desktop does run at 60 FPS as well. My desktop frame rate is 60. My monitor's maximum refresh rate is 60. But usually what you would see here, what you need to see here is the ability to cap your frame rate and have VSync on as well, because your refresh rate and your frame rate are two different things. That is why hertz, you will see a hertz on a monitor, and then frame rate. But this should be fine. Hopefully we won't see screen tearing. If we see screen tearing, then we will know why that is. Otherwise than that, the highest that the game can go is high. And we turned off motion blur, and we're running the game at 2K resolution. And yeah, otherwise than that, I don't really see any issues right now. We will see as we get into the game, but yeah, I don't really see any issues with the game so far, other than the fact that activating the VSync disables the frame rate cap, and then also, like I said, when you alt tab, the game freezes like this. Literally, the game freezes and you lose audio when you alt tab. So that's obviously not fun, and that should not be that way. But yeah, let's jump into the game then. Blah, 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 blah. I don't care about that. Encounters are less dangerous. You have 3 resurrects. Enemies are dangerous, and you have 2 resurrects. Enemies are very dangerous, and there are no resurrects. And then you can't resurrect. Enemies are even stronger than before. Now this is an issue that I have with a lot of games. It seems that even in 2023, developers have not learned to provide enough information to the player. When you have any game where there is a very variable difficulty rate, so where you choose easy, medium, hard, or anything like that, you must be given the appropriate information, and this is not like, this is literally no information other than them telling you that you will have less resurrects. That is actually salient information. So they give you the exact amount: 3 resurrects, 2 resurrects, no resurrects. That is exact numbers. The issue is that they don't give you exact numbers on the less dangerous part. So encounters are less dangerous. What the fuck does that mean? Does it mean that the enemies are simply smarter on higher difficulties? Does it mean that the enemies deal more damage? Does it mean they have more health? Does it mean they have different abilities? Does it mean that you deal less damage? Does it mean that there is less ammunition on the level? Does it mean that you find guns later? Does it mean that upgrades for your character or your guns are less frequent? Like, what the fuck does this mean? This is literally no information. So It is definitely not good that they give you no information on the different difficulties apart from the resurrects thing. So that's not good, considering that this choice right here, these choices are going to determine the next 10 hours, 15 hours, 20 hours, however long the game is. This decision is really important. It's going to determine the next 20 hours or whatever of your gameplay, and you are given no information about what the consequences of this choice is, other than you will have more resurrects. So that's not good. It's a big issue, to be honest. So we will play the game on normal, and I'm assuming this is normal, so easy, normal, hard, and then this is like very hard. So we will play the game on normal, even though we have no idea what normal actually means.
Hell of a night for a story, ain't it? Well, sit her down, look at them stars, and I'll tell you what. South heaven, way south now, there was this soul. Special, I mean to say. This soul came to hell just like a tune comes into your head. Nobody knew why or where from. All they knew, she had a score to settle. Now, demons not being the most creative types, they just called her the Unknown. But hell is hell. And down there, they take away what you love most. Took her voice. For now, what you need to know is, she wanted it back. Now this here's the Red Judge, ruler of the Hells. The devil, with a capital D. The judge personally saw to the Unknown, and just to make sure the Unknown didn't cause any more ruckus, the judge locked her up tight with unbreakable magics. No way out. She was trapped, and she was down there a long time, just getting madder. Would've stayed there forever if I hadn't called. You see, the thing is, just because the Unknown couldn't break those magic gates herself, don't mean they can't be broken. And just because Judge stole her voice, don't mean she'd never sing again.
So that type of animation, unfortunately, you see a lot of these days. It's a very lazy, to be honest, method of animation. Like in the old days, like 5 years, 10 years ago, you never saw that type of cinematic animation. It was always usually either a real cinematic, meaning CGI, computer generated, and or it would be in-game with a in-game characters. And considering that this game actually has very good graphics, I mean, you saw there in the main menu very good graphics. I don't see why they couldn't have made the cinematics and the cutscenes doing the in-game using the in-game models and the in-game assets, because they actually look very good. So it's a little bit disappointing to see that type of lazy, in my opinion, cinematic in a game that has such good graphics.
Don't know why I'm so happy remembering it. Her coming to get me and all, but I am.
Is that just an error, or why is that thing dragging himself along the ground? You see, like, that is very good. What we just saw there. Let me just alt-tab one last time over here so that I can see my power usage. Like, why couldn't they do that, like the cinematics like that, you know? Okay, so you can't jump off there. The mouse sensitivity is quite high. Let me just turn down the mouse sensitivity slightly. A little bit too high. And then I can already see some fisheye. I see some fisheye. So we might have to turn down the FOV slightly. And I think... Am I seeing screen tearing? I can't tell exactly. We need a little bit more movement. I think I'm seeing screen tearing. So we need to perhaps... do something about that. Let's put it down to 85 because I'm definitely seeing a lot of screen not FOV, fisheye. Most first-person shooters you will be able to play at 90 FOV without seeing fisheye, but unfortunately in this game you're seeing fisheye already at 90. So good luck playing the game at anything higher than 90, to be honest.
Marionettes. Hated them.
How bloody powerful is that thing? What the hell? I'm literally clicking and then my blade just goes through the enemy. Like, how the fuck does that work? Unless it's just a shitty part of the cinematic or of the tutorial. You see, like there, I literally clicked and nothing happened. So I hope this is a part of the tutorial, because if that type of bullshit is going to happen throughout the rest of the game, then that does not bode well for the game. Look at that shit! Twice in a row I clicked and then nothing happened. So I really hope that is only during the tutorial. There it happened again, where I attacked 3 times there and didn't hit 3 times. Glowing enemies are vulnerable. Tap E on the beat to slaughter them. Okay. So are these things here at the side, like on the left and the right side, are they seem like beat indicators, I guess. Which, honestly, I don't care about the beat. Like, I'm just gonna play the game. Like, I really don't care about the beat. The music is cool and everything, but they shouldn't force the player to play on the beat. Like, I'm not a fan of that. Like recently, Hi-Fi Rush is another game that released that has very good music, and there are some beat mechanics built into the game, like you do more damage on certain beats, but the game doesn't literally stop you from doing damage if you don't follow the beat, you know, like it would be really ridiculous if you literally do no damage when you don't hit on the beat, because that would just be really ridiculous. So how much damage? 50. Okay, so we are doing 50, and then if we hit on the beat, 300. Are you fucking kidding me? I hope that was some kind of a critical hit or something. We definitely need to test that.
We didn't need words. We understood each other without them. Guess it sounds like love at first sight, don't it? You see, the whole universe has a rhythm. Well, it's kind of my pulse. And when I'm with her, we sort of become one. Her music is my music, and my voice is her voice.
Just gonna disable the subtitles because I'm not a huge fan of the subtitles, to be honest. Boom. Bears can be used for keeping frenzy up even without demons around. Okay, whatever. So let's test it. So 30, 30, and then if we hit on the beat, 120. That's 4 times the damage. Are you fucking kidding me? 30, 30, 30. I'm not hitting on the beat on purpose, and then now I'm gonna hit on the beat. 120. Look at that. You can't even execute them when you're not on the beat. That's really ridiculous in my opinion. 30, 30, and now I'm gonna hit on the beat. 120. Look at that. They literally do not allow you to execute the enemy when it's not on the beat. A Fury multiplier at the top of the screen. By Perfect Fury. 120. 30. 30. 120. This is really... I don't like this at all. I hope this is only during the tutorial, because that would be really, really shitty if it wasn't just during the tutorial. Also, why do you need to hit an enemy twice, actually 3 times, after they are in the execute mode? Oh, now you're fighting back. This is actually a ranged attack. This thing can literally be ranged. Look at that shit. 30, 30, 30, 30. like, if I want to, I can hit the beat constantly, but I don't want to. Like, I don't like this beat mechanic. Let's just turn it off, because I don't like the beat mechanic. Boom. No more of that bullshit. Like, I don't mind, like I said, Crypt of the Necrodancer and Hi-Fi Rush, all of those games have a beat mechanic, but they don't force you to use the beat mechanic. Like, really, you can't force, or you shouldn't force the player to use a certain mechanic. Like, sure, allow them to use the mechanic, but don't force them to use the mechanic. That's just not reasonable, to be honest. Like, that would be like having whatever, like in Diablo, for instance, Diablo 4, let's use Diablo 4 as an example. That would be like having to dodge, you know, you press dodge when you press the space bar, open the Anguish Gate, attack it. That would be like
That's destiny for you. Can't unlock an Anguish Gate without breaking a few monsters.
I'm gonna finish my train of thought in just a second. That would be like in Diablo, when you press spacebar, you dodge. That would be like forcing the player to dodge everywhere. Like, if you want to move, you have to dodge. There's no mount, there's no running. You have to dodge. That would piss people off beyond belief, and that's essentially what this game is doing. They're forcing you to use a certain mechanic.
Unknown didn't care, though. She had her own plan.
Like, I don't mind the beat, and I like the music, obviously. I don't fucking force the player to do the beat stuff, and that's literally what they're doing. You do 30 damage when you don't follow the mechanic, and you do 120 damage when you do follow the mechanic. So that's literally forcing. You do 400% more damage if you follow the mechanic. So obviously you do 400% less damage if you don't follow the mechanic. So you're not going to be able to play the game if you don't follow the mechanic. You're not going to be able to defeat the bosses and that kind of stuff if you constantly hit them with 30 damage. Like, it's not going to be possible. So I don't like that. I really don't like that. Fire the ultimate with right click. What does the ultimate do? Okay, are they dead? Oh no. They're just frozen. Why was there an explosion? So you can also hold left click, and then it like charges up an attack. I don't know how long you can charge it. It seems like maybe 4 hits. Maybe 3 hits. It's either 3 or 4 hits. And then the right click, it seems like it just freezes the enemies. It doesn't actually do any real damage.
Good for health.
Cambion starts the murder parade.
This one does 120. I can't remember how much damage the sword does. Oh, okay, yeah. Bloody well 3 times the damage. The ranged attack does 120, the sword does 330. I like that.
Here's Persephone. I reckon we'll see lots more of her.
You see, this is how the game should be. This is what I like. Just really cool music, and the player can do what they want. They can shoot, they can just do what they want. They aren't forced to follow the shitty mechanics of the game, you know? That's the way the game should be. It reminds me of... Who's attacking me? It reminds me of Serious Sam. Like, Serious Sam is basically the same as this game. It's an arena shooter. They dump you into an arena every now and then, and you just shoot waves and waves of enemies. And this is obviously a very small arena. Serious Sam sometimes has small arenas, sometimes they have bigger arenas. But this is like Serious Sam, except Serious Sam didn't force you to use some shitty mechanic, you know, like they just allow you to play the game, you know, just play the game the way you want to play the game. So in that aspect, Serious Sam is better than this game, but obviously the music in this game is actually really good, obviously a lot better than Serious Sam. So there I just right clicked, so apparently maybe every weapon has a different right click, maybe? That's what I'm guessing.
Cleared that mess up, lickety-split.
Yeah, the music is really nice. How do you melee attack? I wonder. I don't think there's a melee attack. They haven't told me about a melee attack yet. Let's have a look. Nope, there's no melee attack apparently. So when you want to break something like this, you literally have to shoot it. I would have liked it if there was a melee attack perhaps.
Behemoth came crashing down. Nightmare City. Well, Conquering Vogue gave me knowledge of myself. My ultimate, I guess you could say.
I just unlocked the coat of arms. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, that's not good.
It was going good. Call me a pessimist because I had a bad feeling about what was coming.
I don't like it that sometimes, like, you have to wait for the enemies to spawn. Like, in a game that is dependent on time, you know, the longer you wait, the more your score declines and your multiplier declines and all of that kind of stuff. They really shouldn't allow that to happen, you know. They shouldn't allow the there to be any downtime with regards to the spawning of the enemies, to be honest.
You. I know you, unknown. I have always known you.
Graphics of the game are actually really good. Or at least the character models are really good. The environmental isn't so good, but the character models are very good. Very high quality. Ouch. Obviously I got those achievements because we activated that other mode. New torments, killing with a realm, don't know what that is. Yeah, we already got that gun. So you lose score for damage taken and speed bonus. That's interesting to know, even though I don't think the score actually does anything. Like, the game really doesn't have any real reason to try to get a high score. Like, it's not like you can spend the score, you don't get coins or anything like that, like you get in a lot of shooters. Like, then you can use coins to buy upgrades or shit like that. The game doesn't have any of that, so there's literally no upgrades, no nothing like that. It seems like, at least there's no way to spend your score and no way to spend coins or anything like that. Defeat the boss in Stygia. Oh, but you can customize your loadout. Primary. Okay. Oh, so there's different skins that you can get through gameplay, I'm assuming. I didn't see any DLC or any microtransactions on the Steam store apart from those that I showed at the beginning, those 2 DLCs. So I'm assuming you unlock everything in the game through gameplay. Yeah, they don't even show the skins, so you literally have to unlock them before you can actually see the skins. Oh, what's this? Why didn't I have this previously? Oh, but the optimal range is a little bit... Machine gun. Well, how can the range of the machine gun be even less than the range of the shotgun? This is literally a shotgun. And yet the range is more than the machine gun. That doesn't make a huge amount of sense. Let's try the machine gun. Why not? Oh, and I have outfits apparently. So that's the normal one. And then this is like a bloody gimp suit. A gimped out devil. And then like a hearty heart type one. I don't know where you actually get these. I'm assuming you get them from the DLCs. Where does it say? Yeah, it doesn't even say where you unlock them. We can try this one out. It doesn't look bad. Might be funny during the cutscenes and all of that. This actually reminds me of another game. Let me have a look here at my Steam library. This really reminds me of that. What was the name of the game? Kill her, or she will kill. Let me have a look here. I'm just having a look through my Steam library. What? She will punish them. That's the name of the game. She will punish them. Let me show you guys here. It's actually pretty funny. Want to go here and then do this. And then open the page again. So that you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. That one there. This is literally when I saw that like the heavenly one, I thought about this. Like, this is a game that I played long ago, like bloody probably 2 years ago now. I haven't played it since, but I think it's still in early access maybe. This game is also really like, you fight with a girl with devil wings and stuff like that, but you can also make her look like an angel, you can make her look like a devil. It's actually not a terrible game. It's not fantastic, but it's not a terrible game actually. And that just literally reminded me, like this skin right here really reminded me of that game for some reason, even though I haven't played the game in like 2 years. Okay, but we will play with this one, that's fine. And then we will try the shotgun. Equip one additional weapon. Oh, okay, so you can actually unequip the weapon for some reason.
Again. Killing that bit of the judge gave her some of her voice back. Gave us both a chance to get back what we'd lost. Rip it from the judge, a piece at a time. Judge didn't much care for that, though. So she called up the strongest devils to her throne. One after another they came, to form a council of war, they called it. Now, whether the council believed in us, in the threat we posed, I mean, truth is, not yet. We were still nobodies in Hell's eyes. Bottom line was, they were dealing with something angry, something that was coming for them, and something they did not know how to stop. Before anything, the judge wanted answers. You see, some poor devil once told the judge that he destroyed this old skull, ground him into dust. And, just so we're being clear, that old skull is me.
Malachi, Malachi. You swore the skull had been destroyed.
Hell 101. Lie, but don't lie to the judge. You gotta be done for that. Then again, this joker here, well, let's just say somewhere a village was missing their idiot. Nope.
This damned soul, the unknown, shall be your only war. My aspects will guard the other hands. She must never be allowed to reach the throne here in Shul. Never. Tell me you hear me!
Yeah, not a fan of that animation method, but I just think the game would have looked better if they just used the in-game stuff, like they do during the cutscenes. Like the cutscenes look better than the cinematics. That's weird. It's normally the other way around. The cinematics must look the best, and then your cutscenes doesn't matter too much.
Wish I didn't.
It's funny that she has like angel wings literally underneath her devil wings. You can see that the environments don't look very nice, to be honest. Like, they really put a lot more effort into the models, the character models, than what they did with the environment. The environment is a little bit ugly, to be honest. Oh, and it bursts. Literally does a burst fire. The reload time on the gun is really long. And it's also really weird. Sometimes it shoots 3 bullets, and then sometimes it shoots 3 bullets but twice in a row. I don't know why. It's obviously not related to the beat mechanic, because I disabled the beat mechanic.
So many souls here makes a kind of electricity.
It looks like every third shot it shoots triple, maybe. Maybe that's what's happening, because it doesn't shoot constantly triple. Or it doesn't shoot 3 bullets constantly. Sometimes it shoots double 3 bullets. The thing is not very accurate at all. What's this?
Cerberus and Orthos.
Reload times in this game are really quite a little bit too long. Like, I know that you can, if you want to, press R when the little yellow thing shows up on the reload bar, but like, they shouldn't force you to do that, because like, bloody reload times are hilariously long, really. Like, look at that. It's like a 3-second reload time.
At least they tried to be.
Also, this shouldn't happen. You see that? The bullet should go where you are aiming. You can't shoot against the fucking walls like that. That's just poor game design. When you shoot against the walls despite not aiming for the walls. Guns should be designed in a way where the bullets go exactly where you are aiming. It also looks like the game doesn't really have any secrets or anything like that. Like, I've been looking around for secrets and stuff like that, but it doesn't seem that the game actually has any. A lot of these types of games do have secrets, but not this one apparently.
She saw something. Imagine it, maybe.
Ouch. Oh, this is a really cool ultimate ability. The ultimate ability of these pistols put down a turret, and then the turret shoots any nearby enemies. So that will actually be really powerful against like a boss. Another thing that I don't like about the game is that they spawn enemies literally next to you. So I was here and they spawned the enemy literally next to me. I'm not a fan of that at all. Like, they shouldn't spawn enemies literally next to you. I actually played another game recently. Forgive Me Father was the name of the game, and I did put a review out on the game. And in that game as well, one of my criticisms was that the enemies spawn literally next to you. and it's a similar game to this one actually, coincidentally, where it's a wave-based shooter type game, and in that game as well, they spawn the enemies next to you.
The chaos ain't quiet.
And you get hit unnecessarily due to that. Like literally, they spawn an enemy right next to you, and then the enemy immediately shoots you or attacks you. Like, that's not good in a game where the entire point is to not get hit. Getting hit in that fashion where an enemy spawns next to you and they attack you, and there's literally nothing you could have done about it because you have no time to react. That's not good game design, and unfortunately this game does that. I don't think the game has any secrets. I would expect a game like this to have secrets, but apparently not. Oh, there's a kind of a secret. I mean, that's kind of a secret, even though it's literally just a small jump down here. But I guess it's better than nothing. I still don't know what the coat of arms actually do. Yeah, this ultimate ability made very quick work of that boss. Look at that bullshit. They literally spawned 3 enemies right next to me. That's not good.
Judge's second aspect just waiting for us. And Judge was an awful sore loser.
Like there, I would almost think there would be like a secret over there, because you could technically walk along the wall there, but knowing this game and knowing the tiny amount of secrets that I found so far, it's not very likely. I do like the fact that they pause the hit streak and the hit counter thing at the top. I like that, because they have to take into consideration that while you're not in combat and while there are no enemies nearby, there's really no reason to rush the player to make them run to the next area very quickly. You know, doing this allows them to heal up, you know, to get health, to find any things that they've missed, to look for any secrets or those coat of arms type of things, you know. So that's good. I like the fact that they don't force you to rush to the next thing. I also like the fact that the environments kind of go on a beat. Not everything, like it's just really the flames for the most part, but it's still pretty cool.
You defy me a second time, unknown. That is unwise, and it will be your undoing. Ride the lightning!
Holy shit, I actually fell down. Fucker teleported right when I used my my ultimate.
Rise, condemned souls!
What the
She got this. She ain't gonna
Fuck.
stop now.
Like how did I go from almost full HP down to no HP? Like how does that happen?
Behold the face of infernal justice! Burn, damned soul!
Why is the boss fucking immune? I hate immune bosses.
I alone control infernal destiny! We will meet again.
I really don't like the fact that the boss goes immune. So how does the levels actually work? So that's a tutorial. We did that one. We did that one. Oh, then you can redo the level. Okay, and then you can unlock stuff like, I don't know how how to actually use them. Like, how do you use those things? Like, how do you actually use it? So, do we need to select the level? Okay, so we select the level. Oh, play Torments to unlock. But what's the other stuff that I unlocked? I unlocked a whole bunch of shit just now. What was that? It couldn't have been just coat of arms. Because I do have skins for this guy now. Like that skin that I just unlocked. But what else did I unlock? It's really stupid that when you press escape, it exits to the previous screen. Like here, I'm looking at the stuff and I want to go back. Right click does nothing. So you are forced to left click there. If you just press exit like this, it takes you completely out of that screen. That's not good. That's not logical. Like, you would logically think that if you go here and you press exit, it would take you back to the previous one instead of exiting this entire fucking screen. But what did I actually unlock? Like, I don't understand what I actually unlocked on my previous mission, because I don't have any sigils. I literally have no sigils. Apparently sigils are exclusively obtained through the torments, which are replaying the map, the previous maps, and doing the challenges, I'm assuming. I don't know what I unlocked. I'm also not a huge fan of the fact that they don't even show you the skins that you can unlock, you know? Like, they should actually show you the skins that you can unlock, in my opinion. And then if you go back, so what's actually different on these torments? Defeat waves of behemoths. Okay, so it's basically like different challenges and stuff like that that you have to go through. Gain extra damage boosts by killing demons on the beat. Well, that sounds normal. That doesn't sound weird. The Archdevil controls which weapons you yield. Okay, so each different one will have different modifiers, basically. Okay, interesting. Well, to be honest, I don't need to play any more of the game, really, to draw my conclusion on the game. Like, I obviously like the music. I mean, that's obvious, you know. The music is good, you know. The music is very good. That's really the main reason, in my opinion, why I would play this game, is for the very good music. Like, the gunplay is fine. It is, in my opinion, spoiled by a very long reload time, like a 3-second reload time, especially on those pistols, where you can shoot out your entire magazine on the pistols in a second. Like, literally the pistols shoot as fast as you click. So you shoot for a second and then you have a 3-second reload time, and then you shoot for a second and then you have a 3-second reload time. It just absolutely kills the momentum and the speed of the game. Like, for 75% of your gameplay you're reloading and you can't do anything during the reload. That's obviously put to an extreme with the pistols, but it's a reality. Like, if you play with the pistols, you are going to spend more time reloading than what you are going to do shooting. Like, it's just not a fun experience. And then you can increase the reload speed by pressing on the beat, but that shouldn't be necessary, and it's just not good game design in my opinion. Otherwise than that, like I say, the gunplay is fine, you know. The fact that the bullets don't go where you actually aim is not good. Like I demonstrated there, if you aim just a little bit off of the wall, you're not actually aiming at the wall at all, and yet your bullets are hitting the wall. So that's also not good. That's also not good gunplay. Yeah, just the reload times on all of the guns are a little bit insane. Like on that other machine gun, on the rapid fire machine gun, the reloading time is probably like 4 to 5 seconds. It's fucking ridiculous, to be honest, that the reload time is that much. It's just not. Once again, it breaks the gameplay, it breaks the momentum of the game, and it's not very good at all. I'm not a fan of the fact that you have to redo the maps by doing the challenges just to unlock the little upgrades that you can get, you know. I'm not a fan of you being forced to replay a mission that you already did just to get a little bit of a boost. And I don't know if you can simply ignore those and simply move forward through the campaign as I have and then just play the game. And I don't know if you will be able to defeat the final boss without having any of those little upgrades. I just don't know. But those things will make you more powerful because they do various things like stopping you from losing your hit streak and stuff like that, and giving you ammo. The one that I saw gives you ammo, so that's obviously, it's gonna make you more powerful. And I just don't like the fact, like, they should allow you to unlock it during the gameplay, and the fact that they don't allow you to unlock it during the normal campaign gameplay, it's not particularly good. They're basically artificially inflating the size of the game and the amount of content that there is by making you redo all of the levels. Like, literally, some of these levels, like, you have to redo this one 3 times, you have to redo this one 3 times, you have to redo this one 3 times. Like, it's just, they really artificially increase the amount of content. And considering there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 missions, 8 levels, and I already did 2 of them in less than an hour, and actually I wasted a lot of my time just standing around and talking and that kind of shit. That really means that you're gonna have 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, then the game is gonna be complete. So I actually want to see, let me have a look at the Steam not Steam, how long to beat. There's this one website that is how long to beat, and it shows you from many different playthroughs of players. It basically collects information from many different players, and it shows you how long the game is to get to completion, you know, from start to finish. And just as I expected, the game says 4.5 hours. So literally my small little estimation that I did there with the 8 levels, it took me less than an hour to beat 2 levels. So extrapolating that, you will be able to beat the game in 4 hours. That's literally what the website says, and that is from 820 different players. So that's a pretty big set of information or statistics right there. So the fact that you can beat the game in 4 hours, I won't even say 4.5 hours, since clearly by my playstyle I would be able to beat the game in 4 hours. The fact that you can beat the game in 4 hours, and the fact that it costs $30, that's a little bit fucking crazy, to be honest. $40 for $30 for 4 hours of gameplay. That's brutal. That's really a little bit brutal. Like if we take a game like Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2, in my opinion, is one of the best games, one of the best first-person games ever made. Like, it is really good. And it takes around 6 hours to beat. I played it and I finished it, and it took me around 7 hours to beat. And the median beat time is 6 hours from 7,000 players. And Titanfall 2, I think when it came out, it was a lot more expensive. I think when it came out, it was maybe $50 or $60, but right now it's $30. And I have to be very honest with you, if you have to compare the gunplay and the campaign and all of that of Titanfall 2, which costs $30, to Metal Hellsinger that costs $30, then it is not even close. Like, Titanfall 2 is simply far superior. It's not even close. Like, obviously, Metal Hellsinger has good music, even though you can't hear it right now because the bloody game is designed in a way where the music falls away when you alt tab, and there's nothing you can even do about it. So that's obviously an issue. But the music in Metal Hellsinger is obviously very good. But Titanfall 2 has an amazing story. The campaign is amazing. It has some replayability, so you can play it for longer than 6 hours. Like, Completionist is 15 hours, whereas the Completionist of Metal Hellsinger, why isn't it showing up now? Metal Hellsinger. The Completionist of Metal Hellsinger is 7.5 hours, so there's basically no replayability. Like, basically no replayability, whereas the replayability of Titanfall 2 is double. So the game is double as long, twice as long as Metal Hellsinger. It's the same price as Metal Hellsinger. The gunplay of Titanfall 2 is unbeatable. It's far better than Metal Hellsinger, and like I said, you don't shoot against the walls and stupid shit like that in Titanfall 2. In Titanfall 2, the bullet goes where you're actually shooting it. which is something that doesn't happen in Metal Hellsinger, you know. So, like, if you compare Titanfall 2 to Metal Hellsinger, it's not even close. Titanfall 2 is twice the content, twice the gameplay, twice the gunplay. The gunplay is far better. The story is amazing in Titanfall 2, whereas so far, like I say, with Metal Hellsinger, the story is actually a little bit underwhelming, because the cinematics are, in my opinion, like I said, low quality. The voice acting is not particularly impressive, whereas the voice acting in Titanfall 2 is really good. Like, even if we take another game that isn't Titanfall 2, like I say, Titanfall 2 blasts Metal Hellsinger out of the water in every aspect except music. But do you really want to pay $30? Like, do you want to overpay for a game that just has good music? Whereas this is far better in all aspects except music. Serious Sam Siberian Mayhem. If we take a game like Serious Sam Siberian Mayhem, it's pretty good actually, and it's essentially the same game as Metal Hellsinger is. Gunplay is better than Metal Hellsinger, and it's just $20. So, like, really, do you want to once again overpay for a game just because it has good music? You know, the music in Serious Sam is not terrible, you know. It's not as good as Metal Hellsinger, but it's not terrible. And the length is even longer. Like, the completionist is even longer. Like, the main story, yeah, sure, it's the same as Metal Hellsinger, but there's more content in total, and the game is just $20, whereas Metal Hellsinger is $30. So, just when you start to compare other games to Metal Hellsinger really just falls down. Like, in all aspects except really the soundtrack. The soundtrack is very good, I have to say. It's very good. But otherwise than that, I don't like the fact that you're forced to do the beat matching mechanic thing. The cinematics are poor. The gunplay is not particularly good, and you shoot against the walls when you're not even aiming for the walls. The reload time of the game of the guns is fucking hilarious, which slows down the pacing of the game dramatically. I don't know, it just is not really worth $30 in my opinion when you compare it to other games like Titanfall, Serious Sam. You can even consider a game like Borderlands 2 or Borderlands 3 to be similar to this, because Borderlands 3, at the heart of it, is an arena shooter. You get dropped into a boss arena and you shoot a whole bunch of waves of enemies, and then at the end of the waves of the enemies there's a boss. Like, it's really Borderlands 2 and Borderlands 3 get a lot of praise, but at the end of the day it's an arena shooter. You get dropped into an arena and you have to kill waves and waves of enemies. It's not very distant from Metal Hellsinger or Serious Sam or any other arena shooter where you simply shoot waves of enemies. So you could even consider a game like Borderlands 2 or Borderlands 3, and both of those games are better than Metal Hellsinger in my opinion. So Metal Hellsinger really isn't a bad game. It's obviously not a bad game, not at all, but if you consider it and compare it to other games are simply superior, and in some cases other games like Serious Sam Siberian Mayhem are cheaper, $10 cheaper, you know. You could even take a game like Doom. When did Doom release? Let me have a look here. The music is gonna fall away again because the game is not properly designed. Doom, I think it's 2013. When is Doom? 2013? Now fucking Doom on mobile is coming up. What the fuck is that gonna help me? Fucking Doom on mobile. Who would play Doom on mobile? Like, I literally googled the Doom game. Tell me when Doom Eternal. No, not Doom Eternal, just Doom. I don't want Doom Eternal, I want Doom. Like, let's take Doom Eternal, even though Doom Eternal is the new one. So that's $40. I don't know where the older one is. But Doom is, like, the gunplay in Doom is fantastic. Doom is also essentially an arena shooter like Metal Hellsinger is. And Doom is just a far better game. Graphics is better. Like I said, the environmental detail in Metal Hellsinger leaves a lot to be desired, in my opinion. The character design, the character detail is very good, but just the environmental detail is not very good at all. And then even if we take this and look how much content there is for Doom Eternal, you can see main story 14 hours, completionist 27 hours. Like, it is more than triple the amount of content and playtime that you will get out of Metal Hellsinger. And it's just $10 more than Metal Hellsinger. So, and the music in Doom is actually also very good. Doom has very good music. So you have a game that has very good music as well, just like Metal Hellsinger. The gunplay in Doom is better. The graphics are better. It has very good voice acting in Doom. Doom has some actual character progression where you can actually upgrade your character and your guns and stuff like that. It has more guns than Metal Hellsinger. And it has not quadruple, it has triple the content that Metal Hellsinger has, and it's just $10 more. So, like I say, at the end of the day, like, there's nothing wrong with Metal Hellsinger. It's not a bad game, but you have to compare it to other games. You know, when you play a game like Diablo 4, you're automatically going to compare it to similar games like Titan Quest and Grim Dawn and Path of Exile and Last Epoch and Vulcan, and most of those games are better than Diablo 4. So you have to compare the game against other games. So even though there's nothing really bad about the game isn't a bad game, it's simply not as good as other games. And if $30 is a lot of money for you, then you have to choose which games you are going to buy. And I just would not buy Metal Hellsinger over a game like Doom or Serious Sam or Titanfall 2 or any of those games. So that's really the long and the short of it. Not a bad game, but it's simply not as good as other games in the same genre. So yeah guys, that's pretty much my opinion of the game. Thanks a lot to the developers for obviously sending me a key, yeah, that's my decision on the game. If you want to see more reviews, then you can go ahead and support me on patreon.com/LFP. I don't always get keys sent to the games that I review on my channel. So a lot of the games, probably around 50% of the games that I review on my channel are thanks to you guys, thanks to your support on Patreon. There are some games that cost $50-$60 that I've reviewed on my channel that I really would not have reviewed if I didn't have the support of my Patreon members. So if you want to see more reviews in the future, then you can go ahead and support me on Patreon, and I use the money that I get from Patreon to buy more games and do more reviews for you guys. So if you want to see more reviews, then that is how you can support the channel. So yeah guys, that is pretty much it. Thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.